Hello, everyone, and welcome to our six call. Yes, it is. The time goes fast, so beautiful. So I'm here to celebrate the new you. Yes. How are you in your new space, in your new power, like your new empowerment? Are you feeling at home or are you back where you started? No. Okay. So let's see. So yeah. So just I want to know so today we're going to talk and dive deeper into also all your offers. And we're going to really start to slide over to sales. I mean, this is magnetic money move, and for things to happen you got to move. You cannot just stand still. You cannot just, or you can, but if you want things to shift, if you want all these things that you want to call in, attract in from your magnetic field, and if you just show up here, listening, watching, being here in the calls, and then don't take any other time, nothing will happen. You will just have, let's say, like 8, maybe 12 hours of fun. That's what it will like give you to your life, actually. So I don't know how much and what you're doing. I know very much what some of you are doing as you are sharing it in our group. And it's not about, oh, I have not done anything, so I'm not good. No, it's not about that. You have your own choices. You take your own decisions. This is just an invitation. If you really want things to happen, if you want to fulfill, manifest, attract in everything you want in your life, all of this that you really put up when we entered here, remember, you had numbers, you want to fill your courses. It was a lot of things. And for these to really happen, fulfill, come into realization in your physical world, you got to move. That's the thing. You got to move. You got to do it. You really got to do it, and you got to show up in that way, in your new way, your new you. And that is fun, beautiful. And it's so if we see like every day, and everything we do, we practice. It's like a training, and it's about mastery. Of course, I mean, our souls are masters, right? But in this form, in this world, in the human body, in the humanness, these are the first, I mean, this is new for us. So every step, every day, we are mastering. So see it as we're learning. And to do that, we need to be active. So ask yourself how active you want to be. And of course, you do it in your pace. But you take a risk of actually allowing all of these beautiful experiences and learnings, teachings, the energetic to leak out after this course if you do not go into action, because it will not stay. Yeah, this is truth. So for it to be embodied and really, you got to move. You got to move, and it's fun moving. So this is, I really want to pinpoint that today. And it's your choice. And you do it for you. You do it for your soul. You do it for the ones you're here to serve. But it's your choice. So it's no one is better or lesser if you don't, or if you do more, if you do this and that. It's nothing about that. But you got to decide. You got to decide how you want to live your life, how you want to run your business, how you want to sell, how you want to be in service, and really get that moving. So it's like need to find a good song for that. So really, can come into that beat and that pulse. Yeah. So when we are in, I'm still like showing it here in the physical to expand into your magnetic field so you can really strengthen and anchoring your personal power and to live, like walk, breathe, dance. Doesn't matter if you're here now or if you're if you have a work or if you're in service, if you are with your kids, wherever you are, it's the same. It's not a coat, you're putting on you or something. So everything you do is from this place. You practice because this is you. This is you. This is more you now than when you enter this course, right? Yeah, this program. Yes. And unleashing it, allow it to be out there, your auric field, your magnetic field, your energy from your soul is the only place where you can be safe. Yes. Take that with you. You say, we're like when we get a little bit fearful and like, oh, I don't feel safe, so I cannot do that. I don't feel safe enough. I need to feel safer for doing that. Yeah, you recognize yourself. Yeah, but you will not. In this place, in the contracted state, when you're hiding, you can never feel safe. You can never feel safe. And you're standing there, waiting for the most safest moment, but it will never come. But when you unleash yourself, allow your soul to really, unfold and be, and here you can also have the communion with the divine. Here you're safe. Yes, so this is the safety you've been waiting for, the time, the moment you've been waiting for, and unleashing that, allowing that, and to hold that. Yes, to hold that. So so this can be new for many, and to stay there, to allowing you, this is what we're going to talk about today, dive deeper in today, allowing yourself to be seen in your power, in your light, with all the gifts that you're having, allowing yourself to be seen in the fullness of you, with all the gifts, within your power, within your light, as you're really bringing everything to life. And to allow that, you need to stay and hold. And then we are here, we're like bringing out all our courage and bravery. And then someone sees us in our, magnificent, like, oh no, not me. But it's like, yes, I'm here. Thank you for seeing me. Instead of, we talked about like imprisoning the soul again and projecting out this humanness. So we're like staying here. It might be butterflies. You might cry, be so touched that but thank you. Thank you for seeing me. It's not that we do things to be seen, because when we are here, we don't need to. When we are here in this place, we need to, we want to, because that makes us feel bigger. But here, when we are big, we don't need that. But we are grateful. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for seeing me. Say that. Out with your arms. Being your greatness. Practice this. You don't need to laugh. Start laughing. You know, when you start to be a little nervous, like you get this laugh, or maybe you're like hiding or so. Stay here. This is like a practice in your hugeness, your greatness, your beauty, your magnificence that is you. You stay here as like the pillar comes, your magnetic field is out. You really have your magnetic field out. You're feeling you're beautiful. I am beautiful. I am great. And just allowing this to ripple out and stream out, radiate out in the world. And then someone comes and says something, and you're like, thank you for seeing me. Thank you for acknowledging that. Yeah. Thank you. And you see, when you're here, you know it's true. But it's not making you bigger. No, not smaller. You stay with a very softness, very gentleness, very humbleness, and gratitude. You're not someone because someone sees you. You're still the same. Because when you are here, you can really allow this to flow out, to ripple out the magnificence of you. So when you're here, so what happens when you're starting to really magnetically attract in is also through your devotion to the divine, your devotion to your service, the devotion to the one you are in service for, the devotion to life, the devotion to your business, the devotion to yourself, your family, your children, your friends, sisters, brothers, everyone. Because when you are in the devotion, you are in communion and always in connection with the divine. When you are in gratitude and devotion, you're always in connection with the divine. When it's really authentic, you can really feel that. Yeah. And when you stay, you allow yourself to be seen. Here, you are devoted, you are strong in your leadership, and you really allow yourself to be in this service. The miracle comes. This is when the miracle comes. This is also when you really start from an aligned place. Sell effortlessly, serve effortlessly, bring out your offers in the world effortlessly. But these are like the components from my experience. And to really allow this, so to make it happen, you got to jump, you got to move. I mean, we can sit here and it happens here, but to really be realized or fulfilled in the physical, down in the physical world, in your everyday life, you got to move. You got to move, darling. In this pace. And when you're moving, you're showing up for yourself, showing up for your family, showing up for the ones you're here to serve, the community. And also for you to really decide how you want to live your life, how you want to run or live your business, like run your business, how you want to be in service, and how you want to sell. For me, like selling is like a way of life. And it's not like I'm selling, but I'm not selling. But it's also for to be of service, you need to sell. You need to sell. So today we're going to start shifting into sales, to the money, to move from this place, this expanded place. It's when you really are in your power, and we move out from there. So, yeah. And as when you're now going out and really turn this, you start living from this place, you start really to showing up from this place, you start to really like writing your invitations, writing your offers, writing the texts, the content, writing the posts. You're doing this from this you, from this, when you are in your power. And that will also be different from how you have showed up and written and posted before. Because this is more in alignment. You really do it from the power, but you're also doing it in a direct, aligned way. And also choosing like what are exactly your message and how it's going to go out in the world. And if that makes you, like a little bit uncomfortable, what will people say? Maybe you have really outgrown your old clients. And this is really to bring in new clients or new ways. Maybe you are in the same service, but you are really showing up in a new way, in a new empowered way. When you're more confident, you're more, and that also means that your voice will be different. Your wordings will be different. And as you want to really go out in the world in your power and attract in people, if there will rise feelings or emotions that you want to hide, that you want to go and do it the old way, that you wondering what other people will say, what are the people saying if I'm showing up in my greater self all the way, every time, every day, showing up in my greatness? Can I allow myself to do that? And what will other people think? Will they judge me? All these, because when you are in your power, all of these fears will show up. And here you can choose to stay in your power and embrace everything and allow them to be. And you can also decide. Here you have your decision, your choice. Going back in and of course it's not like now it's new, everything is here and the old, because it is a transformation. But when these thoughts comes, or when you're questioning yourself, or these fears arising with these voices, you have a choice. You have a choice to stay and hold. And you can choose that. And this is what is asked of you. And your transformation and your new way, because you're really allowing yourself to live like the way you want, to act the way you want, to talk the way, to go out the way. You don't need to explain to anyone. When you start to hide here and withdraw, pull back your power, you start to make excuses. You start to want to explain what has happened with the new, with the old, and you don't need to do that. It just is. You're just here. You don't need to go into these conversations at all, because it just is. And also allow those that is not matching your new frequency, and that want maybe to hold you back or don't understand you. You don't need to, It's none of your business. If you understand what I mean. When people think things of you, around you, about you, it's none of your business. And you choose to stay. And also that you're really calling in people that is matching you, your frequency and where you want to go. This is choice. This is choices. This is important. So you are your new you, and you're practicing to hold that, to unleash it always, to allow it to be unleashed. Your soul, allow the soul's expression to really come out. Don't dim your light. Don't dim yourself. Don't hide yourself anymore. And of course, be gentle with yourself in this like transition. But stay in your power, stay in your truth. Stay with your activated new voice, with your new wordings. This is being authentic. Actually, in that, when you're hiding, it's no authenticity in that. Or when you are in that place and you're wanting to be, and you're maybe finding things and this not anchored and aligned, embodied in you, it will also show in your field and what you are really sending out in the world. So the old, or whatever we call it, just allow it to pass. Just allow it to pass. Focus on the new and the way ahead of you, not what has been and like others or the old. And when you are staying in, when you practice and learn to hold this feel in your power, you really embrace everything and know where you don't need to go into or not in that. So it's then also easy to allow that. And in that, allow yourself to grieve. Allow yourself to grieve, because it is letting go of many things, ways, maybe persons. So allow yourself, because you and you also want to have time, need to have time to grieve the old you that you actually are letting go of. Allow yourself to have these feelings. That's not the same as starting to contract and hide again, but to really allow that. It is also in like a transition phase, and it's also like now aligned in the ascension phase that we are in. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Thank you for taking this in, and I feel that this is important, this sharing, and also for your to remember that, and also in your staying like in the softness. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. It was really an eye-opening that selling I'm in service more. Yeah, and make the impact for people instead of just sharing. Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So I wanted last call, we really also started to found the new foundations of our way of express ourselves, and to make that in like a powerful way. So I want to continue deepening into that, and also really bring all of this, what we have learned now for these weeks, as now we're going to bring them down into like specific offers in the content that we're writing, and also how we are sharing those offers and inviting people and selling our products and services. So we're really bringing this down. So into sales, because it's also where we want to attract in money, is also learning how to write, how to express oneself, how to use this magnetic field in the content that you're writing. So all of you were here like last week. I think we assisted Inger in really get her offer very soulful and aligned with who she is and what she's bringing out and how. So when we start there, we have like an aligned offer. So we need to start there. The offer, the service, that it's aligned, and also the content we have written about it. Whether it's on a landing page or a post, it doesn't really matter, but it's in aligned with your in your power and in your aligned new way. And then we are like streaming it down. Okay, so now I have this service here. So I mean, many want, like the intention here was to find new clients, customers, to really get the service going so the money can come in, fill the retreats, get participants to the courses. So first we look at the offers, so the offers are aligned, and we also talked about that last week, and I just want to mention it because some people in their offers, they forget their human self, the humanness, if they're working in spiritual service. And some people are forgetting their multidimensional self and just, are focusing on their humanness and human self. So bring the fullness of you in and also align it with what is really beautiful and aligned with this service or with this product or with this way. You don't need to, So let's see what I was breathing here for today. Yeah. So yeah, I almost forgot. So as you are, when we really are going out in a more powerful way, as I said, these voices that want you to go back or to stay or for you not to really be in the highest service. So it becomes like an internal battle, on and off and on and off that we talk about. And you can actually choose to leave that battle. You don't need to be in that battle. You don't need to be there. You don't need to be, in this game, because it's a game. And look at yourself. If you have a false belief that is better of being in a special place, special vibration, special, like that, because you're in a better and lesser consciousness field, that when you are in a bit lower energy, or when maybe your magnetic field is withdrawn a bit, you see yourself as not good enough. And that's not true. That's a false belief, and you're still in that battle. So you can really choose not to be in the battle, and also know that your energetic level, your consciousness level will shift. It will expand and be a little bit withdrawn, expand and withdrawn, without needing to go on and off. Yeah. And also your power will be stronger and lesser, stronger and lesser. But it's not better or worse. It is just that your power, the the intensity of your power is shifting, because you're growing, you're learning. So when you choose to not play that game anymore, this is very important, because otherwise your focus will be on that battle. And here you can really choose. You can choose from a place, this is very important, you choose from a place of power. And that means you don't need to be 100% in your power, but this choice is from your place of power. You cannot, if you take that choice from a place when you're hiding or when your egoic self or, are projected out and is bigger than your magnetic field and soul field, it will not work. It's just like a temporary escape, but you have not left or linked out that consciousness field. So you do this choice from a place of power. You can still have the voices. You can still have maybe the fears, the worries, a bit of anxiety. That's okay. Just allow it. Because this will rise as you're showing up now in a new way, in your power. You're directing also your service. Many of these voices will come, and you will also meet new people. And you stay in your power. This is very important. You stay, you don't need to be in that battle. Because what's happening is when you're really start hiding, you want to protect yourself. Yes. So what's happening when you withdraw yourself, you want to protect yourself. It's a false belief, that is scary to be big, is scary to be soulful, is scary to be you. Because also of all trauma for your soul. But then you want to protect yourself. So you are actually withdrawing your soul in this magnetic field. And what's happening then is that you are starting to feel unsafe. So you want to protect because you want to be safe. But the effect is that you become unsafe. So when you stay in your power, you don't need this protection. Because you are safe. You don't need to protect your open heart. You don't need to protect yourself. So this is also why I said last call, when you're writing your post, you're writing them as if no one will see them, if no one will read them. Because otherwise, if you're not fully embodied and anchored, you might get scared what people would think or what happens after you. So you are really like hiding and want to protect. So you're not really unleashing the fullness of you, and that voice is not going out. So this is why I said we write, because we write our diary, we can write totally anything. No one will ever read it. It's like you write these letters and then you burn them. You wrote these letters and you want to release and you burn them. You write the post, you write the content as no one will read it. No one will see it, because then you are most probably in your genius. Yeah. Because then you don't need to have this conscious or unconscious, I need to protect myself. I need to be safe. I cannot write this. I cannot be that. I cannot be this. I can blah, 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 blah. Yes, you can, because you are. Huh? Okay. So, is it good? It's good, isn't it? Yes. Yes. And it is very empowering. Yes, it is. Because our soul always wants to express itself, and it can only do that as we're holding the space for it, right? And when the soul expresses out, it's magnetic. It's magnetic. When we start to think, what's the best words to use, how to use them, it's not so magnetic. That's attraction feel is lowering, right? Even though it's beautifully written, but still it's not alive. It's not alive. So this is more, of being more raw, unpolished, authentic, like truth come out. Really, you see? So you can really start to sense it. So it's more power also in the energy of the voice that's maybe in words or images that is going out. Yeah, when we really are bringing this in. Yeah. So, okay, so your service, your offers really wants to go out in the world. When it doesn't, it is you that is stopping it, right? Yes. It's you that is stopping it, you stopping it. So if you just, move yourself away out of the out of the street of the way. Yes. So how could it be then? What how would you like it to be? Like, oh, I would really love to have my business and offers flowing. I would really want it to be, like I want to have a big Instagram account with 3,000 followers, and the post there really converts. I want to go out and meet people. I want them to be attracted in, the right people come so I can be of service. I want to have events. I want to have masterclasses, courses. I want to have a waiting list. How do you want to share this out in the world? So I need to put yeah. So how do you really, have you thought about this? Yes, 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 of everything. Yes, yes, yes. And yes, last call, we were also, working with the foundations and the energy, how it could stream out, right? Okay. So what do you need to do? What do you want to do to bring in sales? You cannot just stay here, being being our classes. There comes no sales. Yeah. And remember, from aligned wealth masterclass, I was talking about, maybe I did it here as well, the before time, the delivery time, and the after time. Because what you're sending out now, like choosing to post the content, the offers, might come to you as sales in 3 months. It's not always it comes like this, because if you don't have a great following, people don't know you, you're new out in the world with these new, highly advanced, beautiful services that you are serving, and you're not well known out there. You cannot expect to put out like one post and then to have your course filled if you don't show up and do things, and then wonder, why is no one signing up? Why don't I fill my courses? Why doesn't come participants? And also, if your message out and your posts out are not in alignment with everything we're talking about here, you will not have the clients as well, or you will have the wrong clients that is not actually matching you and your service. So it's also, of course, it is about you and your leadership and who you are. We talk about that, you and why now and why this. But it's also about your messaging, how you can really go out with your messaging. So it's not about maybe having the most followers or biggest audience, because you want the right people and you want the people actually to buy from your posts, right? Yes. You want them to sign up to your services, to your courses, to your sessions, to your programs, to your webinars. You want them to be your clients, your customers. You want them to whatever with your post. So you want them to so resonate that they're like, wow, this is me. I need to go there. I want to do this. This is what I've been longing for. This is what I've been waiting for. So that's the post, right? So we're going to practice that. And then they're like, oh, but who is she? Who is he? I have not seen her, heard about her before. Then they go and start to check you out. So what you're showing needs to be in alignment with this. And also very clear of who you are, what you're doing, what your services are. have beautiful bios in your Facebook and Instagram, you know, the short where you write who you are and what you do. And also, if you are like everyone here, a business owner, you're here to serve people, you have your offers. Social media is your marketplace. I put up a small video about that yesterday in the 30-day challenge. It is not for personal pleasure. When you are a way shower, when you are a leader, social media is your marketplace. Remember this, it's not for personal pleasure, because the risk is that you feel so drained and exhausted by social media. You're so fed up with social media, so you don't even want to go and put your post out. And it takes 15 minutes to make a post and post it. And if you're too exhausted and drained to do that, something is wrong. And you also, your relationship to social media is wrong. So my recommendation is, if you really love social media, you choose a platform that you can have your personal pleasure and scroll and do your things, that you not use as your business platform. So if you're really working with, say, Instagram and Facebook for your business, then you can use TikTok or Pinterest as for your personal pleasure, because it's different. Don't use the same. It's not even that you have different accounts, because it's the same platform, it's the same energy, it's the same things that is going. And your job as this way shower, as this service provider, the new earth leader that you are, is to show up in social media. No matter how we like or dislike it, or we are used to it or non-used to it, this is the marketplace. Of course, you can really do other things like personal events and networks and a lot of things. But social media today has become so important. So really to learn your way. And also to, you don't need to, I mean, I'm not used, so it took a very long time before I entered like the Instagram place, the Instagram platform at all. And I've not really seen all the potentials that is out there and all the connections that you can do and everything I learn, all the people I meet. It's like something totally different. So, and I also realized that it's such a potent field of sharing your wisdom, your knowledge, your offerings, and sharing it in a very focused way. So, like writing or creating a post, when you do this work, creating the post is not taking so long time, because you don't really need to think so much and really listen to what other people want, because you don't want to be a copy of anyone else and do things that works for others, because you're doing it your way, your unique way. And to write those, it goes by itself. When you really find your word, your voice in this truthful, authentic, it finds its ways, because it's your uniqueness that goes out. So like making a post, it takes like 15 minutes. You're in the platform, make it, post it, and you go off. You don't need to go in there and look all the likes you got or non-likes you got. And then of course if you have call to action, you really need to check on those, and if there's in DMs to answer and connect with people. This is also a very beautiful way to connect with people, to collaborate with people, to get to know people, but you can really make conscious choices how you want to use it. So I really recommend each and everyone to look on your habits and also the potentials it really are having. So you don't need to have these 3,000, 30,000, 300,000 followers. You can have 100 followers if it's the right followers that really are interested in you and your work and your service. The people that want to, with your post, that you convert into sales. Yeah. So this is very, very important that you see this. Okay. I need to look. Yeah. Okay, that's a very good question. So I believe that every post you do in social media should be conscious. And I say that everything is for you as a leader, like a way shower, like a leader. So all the posts, and I do, yes, I do believe or feel or see that you are going to post things about your personal life, but also for it to be conscious. That's I mean, also for you to choose what parts you want to. I talked about this because it's about branding, personal branding, but also you choose how much of your life you want to go public with. If you're feeling comfortable and really want to go public with everything in your life, but that doesn't mean that 7 posts of 10 is about your personal life and about your family and when you do this and go coffee shop. No, you show pieces from your personal life, but they also have a message. It's not like just, oh, and it could be, of course, here I am at this place. It also has a message. And here I am with my beautiful friends and having fun, or at the dinner party with, it also can be that, but not 7 out of 10. So you can still have like a message. It could be whatever. If you're playful, if that's, you really want everything good, playfulness, you show playful pictures. You show, and if you are a spiritual leader or spiritual, you also show how your devotion, how your own practices, how you live your life. People want to know you, not just to see your posts. I mean, there's very many, what do you call them? This is funny. I don't even have their, that are, what do you say? All the, like the trendsetters, and that really, what do you call them? I lost the word, but anyway. So they just have influencers. Thank you so much. Yeah, and they do it in a different way. They really do it in a different way. But this, you have like a service to provide. People are looking at many influencers because they have like a boring life and want to look to someone else that has a very glamorous life or fun life because they want to be someone else. But you are really inviting people to a journey for embody the life they want to live in different ways. So you can say that you also are, or we, like influencers, but in another way. So we're really becoming conscious on how we're using social media, because we are more like way showers in that embodiment and remembrance, and also unleashing everyone's soul and the healing, and yeah, so it's different ways. So I don't say, and I say that these posts also are business related, because you're showing you as a leader and how you are living your life. And I know that now people want to know more about the humanness behind, like everything. But be aware, because you're very much looked at, who you are, what you post. So go to your socials, look at old posts and delete them. Not everyone, because you can also see, you know, the journey from before and to now. But if you have random pictures, random posts that doesn't have a message, delete it. People will get confused if they come into your profile. They get confused because they want to trust you. They want to know you. They want to know who you are, what you've been doing. So and of course you can have picture of your friends and family and children and on holiday and doing things, but not only, and still like a message in them and showing the life you're living. So this is like important. Yeah, you see how much I am on the socials. And yeah, and of course all of this we're talking about, depending also how much you choose also what you want to do in your company. If you don't feel like this is not you, this is not your way, this I don't want to go on socials, I don't want to post on socials, I don't want to do this, I understand the importance of being out there and being me, then you can of course hire someone to do it for you. But don't hire someone to write all the content for you or be you, because no one can be you. You can hire people that can really help you, but they cannot be you. You can hire people that can post, you can hire people that can create graphics, you can hire people that can do you can hire people that write content. But you need to really see that your soul is still there, and that this magnetic field and that it is aligned. I have outsourced so much and it's been good and not good, aligned and not aligned. And this is also, you know, to still have it's in your power and that you decide and that you really have your frequency. So it's not just about being active, because if you use these same templates that everyone else is having and you say, oh, this is working for these people, I copy that and I make that too, where's you? Where's your uniqueness? Where is your message? So instead you write a few posts, you write a few posts, and then these posts you can repurpose, you can reuse them, you can repurpose them, you can have one post, and from these you can make several posts. You can make a post and you can make a story and you can make a reel. You can make a lot of things of very little content. But make sure it really is you, that your message goes out and that it goes in a very aligned way, direct way. And this is my personal, there's a lot of strategies out there, but find your way, and you need to try to really start producing and posting and showing up and be there. And then you can really look what is reaching your clients or customers and what is not. You can really look at that, because if you post and it's only your inner circle of sisters that is liking your posts, or if you're having an event and it's only your inner circle of sisters that is coming to your event, we're very grateful for that we are seen and helping each other, but we really want to sell outside our inner circle, right? So then we need to find these channels outside that circle and to get help for that, for open. And you do that with your content. with the content, with the essence, with your message, with the direction, and to really deepen into that from your place of power. That what we've been saying here, that you really find your aligned posts. You find your way was working, of course, like a headline that attracts, or a hook, something like writing the caption maybe on an image. People stop, and you have a very potent content, like in the caption, and you have a call to action. So work on this and experiment, but really learn how to write, what you write, the power of your voice, the power of truth, your authenticity. It's your song. Remember, it's always your uniqueness, your way, your tone, your frequency that is going out. But people want to know, why you? Why now? How is this going to shift for them? And that you are sharing out in your unique way. And then we can work a lot more about that. So you work and finding your ways, but it's about the impact that your service is creating in other people's lives, creating in humanity and the earth. Both, you can choose if it's personal or it's in a bigger way, cosmic way. You can also write about your story, the story behind what's taking you here to the place you are now. Because most often what you're offering to your clients, you have yourself embodied. So you have also had a starting point, you could say, somewhere that maybe your clients are now. And then you're like writing a story behind what took you here where you are. That if you are in your offer is about empowerment, that you want to support, help people, assist people in their own empowerment, then the story behind what took you here has also something to do with your own empowerment, or your own healing, or your own way of finding this healing technique or healing ways, or the guides, the forces that you are really, so you're sharing that way, so people feel you and people know, and that you also know what you're talking about, and that sharing it's also like a story, but what took you here. And that is a good story to tell about you or about your business. Yeah. Yes, but not only that. Not only stories, because it's like, yes, show what took you here, but now you also then you continue what will make them shift, what will happen in their life. You show, this is happening in my life, but they're not you. They're not a copy of you. So they want to see what happened in their life, right? Yeah. And then something very maybe unique in your life that really supports you on your journey, supports you in your business, supports you in your leadership, supports you really holding your frequency, supports you in being that master that you are with your healing, whatever that is. It's also like something you can write about that is very potent. And also what I'm talking about, why now? Why now? The story is also a bit like, why you? That is, you trustworthy, right? And then you can, why now? Why is this service important now? Why is this shift in people important now in this time? You can write. And then you can also write about your clients. if you have clients and customers, what's happened to them in their life, the shifts they made by being in your course, program, healing sessions, whatever that is, the effects, the shifts that they happened, the money they made, what happened in their life, the trauma they healed, the other thing they released, what happens when they activated remembrance, what happens when they got their new web page out in the world and can be of service that it couldn't before, and now they have, you know, like managed. So you find it in your really what happens, like that's one. And then of course you can write about and post testimonials that people talk about you, share about you, how it is working with you, receiving the healing, receiving being with you, so people can recognize themselves. There is another voice that has really been in your field, or you know, so you can ask your clients, your customers, to write testimonials for you, or to do a video recording that you can really put in, and you can post them as stories and post or weave in or in your landing pages. And then this is just examples, and then of course you find your ways. But you see, so everything is like conscious. It's to make a conscious choice how you want to show up out in the world. It is very important. So where you find, who are you here to serve? Yes, who are you here to serve? So say like, and where are they? Where are they? We don't know, right? If you're like activating remembrance of something, and they don't, if they're not aware of it now, how do you find them? You find them with your words, you find them with your posts, you find them with the events, you find them with this frequency that you actually are. When you are in your power, when you are in that frequency, you're calling them in, because the words and your posts will be so potent that they will feel it. Don't ask how, but they will come to you. You ask, how did we meet? I don't know. You popped up on Facebook. How did we meet? You popped up on Facebook. I don't remember how. I got a newsletter. Someone really, you know, like post forward something. I don't know. How did we meet? I saw something on Instagram because I was, you know, like following someone, and then you popped up. I mean, it's not coincidence. We might think so, but it's not. But it's the frequency, the power, the words we're using, the images, to be conscious. Yeah, you find me on Facebook. And that has shifted everything since. Yes, you see? Thank you. And now people will find you on Facebook, and everything will shift for them too. Isn't it fun? Isn't it beautiful? Yes, this is how it is. And someone, you know, how did you meet? How did we meet? Oh, it popped up on Facebook. I don't know. Don't know who was the connection or why and how, but it was some word. Maybe you were searching for something and suddenly I was there. Someone will search for something and suddenly you are there. So you see, it's so important with the presence and to be present and showing up. Yeah. Okay. And there is like, I could really recommend that you start experimenting yourself before you take a course in social media posting, or you're buying all these cheap templates, everything looks the same. So you're really working on a little bit more like on your branding. You could say this is not about branding, but so you have everything like in, so people want to recognize you. When they see something is recognizable, so it's this red thread in everything. So it's like the colors a little the same, the wording, you know, the same song, the same tone. So that you have that in everything you do, that you are you, authentic. And when you are authentic, when you really are in your power, when you are authentic, everything you post is aligned. everything you post has like the same melody. If you're not authentic and you want to post what other people want you to, you believe other people want to hear, or you copycat or you do things, it will be different songs. It will be not attuned into one beautiful song. And that can make people confused because it's the energy that goes out first. So I really, really want to, what you say, not only invite you to, but really, so you start to write and learn and find your way. If you have not found it, how can anyone else find it? And when you find that tone or like the way, then you can bring in help and assistance. But be very sure that if someone is helping you, if you're hiring someone, that they have your voice. You can like that. I mean, like I have people that is help me on and off. And what I do now is I have a beautiful, beautiful sister in Canada, and that is going to write some things for me now on, and I've written some like newsletters and stuff. And to her, I record. I do voice memos, voice notes, and then she like from that, or she looks at my master classes, and she uses like my sentences and my ways, my words, and rewrite it and repurpose it. So it's still me that is coming out. It's no one like, I think you should write like this or do like this. So she uses my voice and make the work. Because when we are growing and are in huge service and you're serving a lot of people, and you can build your company to a certain point, but then you need a team. You need to bring in people to assist you. So then you can also look at, or if there's some pieces in your company you don't want to do. I just find it boring. I don't want to do this. I'm stuck with the technical or I'm stuck with that. Bring in help, but make sure it's your tone, it's your voice, it's your melody that goes out. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. So what I really want you, because now it's Thursday today, we have our next call next week on Tuesday. So I would really want to support you and assist you with this content that you're going to show out. I want you to go now and start making posts, stories, reels, and so we really can dive into those and look at them and tweak them so they will get more empowered, maybe more aligned, maybe more directed. And I don't know if you saw, but the beautiful, like you did, Lynn, after our last session, I believe, almost direct after last session, when you were in the power and the energy, you rewrote something. And that was so aligned and so beautiful and so spot on. Totally different from most what you have posted before. So this was really about the same thing, the same offer, the same retreat. So this is really, you see, and to keep on in that vibration. And so you can use what you wrote. You can look at Lynn if you have not and really feel her. And you can look at the post, it's in our group also, to see the difference. And it's huge difference. It's huge difference in the potency, in the frequency, in the power, in the direction, and what you're sending out in the world. Maybe not all responses comes in the first post. This is why you need to be more. But that's the power. That's like the first wave you were like sharing out. So you can use the content that you wrote there, and you can probably make 4 posts about it. Just with the same and repurpose it and write a little bit more, but with the same power. And suddenly, schmack, just in, I mean, like, and you have some pictures, maybe you already have done or really have pictures in half an hour. You have a week, almost like a week, and from some posts you do a story, and I mean, it's 1 hour. 1 hour work, and you have like social media presence for 1 week. When you are in alignment, this is what happens. If you're not in alignment, you probably sit and scroll, wanted to have, be inspired by others, or just sitting and start thinking, what is my message? How do I really want to go? How do you want to do? And then the energy is out, the frequency is wobbling, and you just write something. And the attraction is like zero, right? Of course you can do this, Inger. Of course you can. Of course you can. And for you, I would just say this is also a way I've done, and I can also recommend it for you, Inger, and for all of you too. If you have done like a webinar, a masterclass, if you have been on a podcast, if you have been interviewed, if you have talked, if you have a video, you can transcribe. There's free software out. You can transcribe, or you can just, and take pieces, what you already have said. You take pieces from that and you make it a written post. Done. Schmack. And then you just say, write a call to action. Don't forget that call to action. Do you want more information about drop jordemor in the comments? And then you connect with people. You need to show, be there. And if you find it too advanced or difficult, I believe the most important thing for you in your company, if this is the case for you, that you hire someone. Because going out there, showing up and actually be present in social media is so important today. I don't say that we need to go and show up, like hustle, hustle, hustle. It's not that. But to make it fun and effortless. So just flow. So then the most important thing in your business might be to hire someone to help you. So to really invest in that, to make it like a minimum level, and to someone so that you are seen, so people see you. It is very important. If you want to bring in people to your courses and programs, you need to be seen. This is very important, and it's kind of logic, right? But also from this place of power, this place of your alignment, this place of your genius, this soulful place. So when you write this, Inger, or you can voice memo, you connect with Anna Miriamana. You connect with your soul, you connect with your sisters, you connect with your dragon self, you connect with your higher self. From that place, you can speak, you can record in a voice memo, and then you can transcribe it. You have a post, or you have a voice, you take a picture, and you can have that voice behind. It's you, beautiful picture of you, and then your voice. Done. 15 minutes. For you, maybe 30 minutes, and show you how. Of course you can. And if you can't, ask someone to help you. This is very important, because if otherwise you will stay stuck. And your services is so important for the world, for humanity, for these people that are waiting. So you need to find the ways. This is important. But I want, because when you do it when you are aligned, when you are in your devotion, when you are like in your love here, you could really, 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 this is where you write. This is where you find, your pictures, you write the stuff. You see how you want it to be, you find the images of you, and it goes fast. It does. If you think it's boring, and it's effortless and it's fun. It is fun. When the people are starting to comment, the people are starting to message you in your DMs because they want to know more about your programs, it becomes fun. And if you have the intention of, can I do this in a new way? Can I find a way that is effortless and fun? And otherwise, I know people like in here that is working with these things. I mean, I hired Lilia here before, and she made wonderful carousels, stories, posts, images, like graphics to my post. So I have like and also find old content and repurpose that and put it out. So Lilia was the one that was really like started building my Instagram account, and she is magical on that. Very, oh, and also posted for me. Yeah. And I was like, so it's very, I think the presence out there is about you showing up. It is very, very important. And I know there's solutions. I know there's ways. I know you can. And if you don't want to, that's another thing. I know you can, Inger. I know everyone can, but maybe you don't want to. So maybe that's the thing. Find someone that does. Find someone that does. And when you're like growing in your businesses, you can start, to really all the tasks in your business that you don't want to do, you can write them up and you can hire people that do them for you. Yeah. Okay. So now, okay. So what are you taking with you from this session? We're closing it. What is like, what are you taking with you today? And then I would like to know how, what are your commitment to yourself from now on, but also to our next call on Tuesday, because then I really would love to have a lot of your posts, reels, stories, content in our group to look and to get inspired and to really work on. And if you really want to have also individual help with this, to really go into your offers and look like that, to look on it, look at your posts and how you magnetically attract in it, you can also sign up for the MMM Next, because there's our individual sessions and we go in hands-on work with your offers and also how to really share it out in the world. Yeah, to use the same content and make content out of that. Beautiful. To have a direction in the sharings. Good. And I think it's very, very important to really post about what their shifts can be after the retreat and how their lives can be after the retreat, because that's the impact that is making in their lives. And that is like, and use also all the things within your service that is assisting to this. And also when you are in your power, when you are here, You are in trust. I can do this. I want to do this. I want to learn. Gosh, I learned so much. This was totally new for me, still new. I learned so much. I love it. I just see the opportunities, not go out and hustle, not go out and stress, not go out and, oh, I need to post, post, post. No, it's a playground. It's a playground where we can play. And I learned so much. I connected with so beautiful people. No, never give up. Yes, yes, learn Canva. Yes, good. Be in my power. Yes. Beautiful, Birgitta. Beautiful. Please post them also in our group so we can really look at them and learn and really see the alignment. And if there's like other things you can do. And yeah, what do you mean use all the things in the service? Yes, if you're like holding a retreat in Hawaii, you have so many pieces in there. You have the land, you have the energetics, you have the power, you have the cacao, you have the dolphins, you have the Lemurian, you have the codes, you have everything. So you also you like twist them into your posts, right? Like now you don't have this will be your first experience swimming live with the dolphins, but then when you have the experience, like what happened to me the first time, what was the shifting? It was totally heart opening. I mean, connecting with the dolphin sees you through your soul and awaken your aliveness and open your heart. And with an open heart, blah 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 blah. So you weave them in. Uh, Not only that we're going to swim with dolphins, we're going to do this, and we know what is the highest potential. And you said that Mama Cacao is awakening the remembrance. And yeah, so it's also like what happens. So look at your offers, look at your offers, look at your service. What happens in these fields? What happens in if you have not done this before? Ask your soul and look at the potential what can happen. Like if all the jordemödrar is gathering in a circle, what could happen then? Come to you in a program course and they activate the remembrance. What can happen in their life then? Yes, Lilia, stop hiding. Beautiful. You know so much. Hold space for the soul. Yes. Yes. And stop the battle with the keep the energetic field, the magnetic field greater than the egoic field, and stop the battle. Stop the battle. Okay. So I want you, if you can, to commit with to yourself that it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and we meet on Tuesday evening. So there's like five and a half day. It's the evening left today, 6 days. So what do you want to create and actually post during these 6 days with everything else you have in your life? Commit to that. Maybe you have never done a reel before. Then put that in the commit. I want to do a reel. I never done that before. I want to do a reel. Or if you have not done a live before on Instagram, commit to yourself. I'm going to do a live on Instagram before we meet Tuesday. I'm going to do 2 posts, 3 posts. Of one of these posts, I'm going to repurpose into 2 stories. Like really dive into that and see and start playing with it. I mean, if you do a post, if you learn Canva and you have an image, you make like a graphic, an image, and then you just put a button, and then it come in the all different formats. And suddenly you tweak it a bit, you work it a bit, and you have a story. Or you have for Instagram, or you have for Facebook, or you have a banner. So it doesn't need to be so difficult. And play, make it fun, and play. Make it fun. Play. So commit to yourself. Please write it here what you commit with yourself, because it's very easy to not do it if no one knows it. But if you're really showing up here, okay, on Tuesday at our next session, then I have published or done, made, created, designed, blah, 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 blah. And be aware of everything that happens during this creational time, because this is actually what sells. This is a sales process. Yeah. This is for you, so you can be in service. So people come to you so you can serve them. This is like the step. This is like the bridge. So your clients can come and walk to you. I just love this. So we go out of this comfort zone. We expand. We make it fun. We make it fun. We make it fun. Beautiful. 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 And you, Linda, you're not going to show up here on the socials. No, it's not for you. You don't want to fill your webinar or you don't want to be in service. No. No. Okay. So what are you going to do? What are you committing to? I mean, this is the move. You see, this is the move. This is where you're moving in your expanded magnetic, your power. You're moving. And when you move here from this place, this state, what happens? Money starts to coming into you. This here. And on the other, you are being of service. You are doing what you love and some of the only things you want to do. You're starting to really do what you came here to do. So by really going through this, break through this, you're going to do what you have longed for so much, because this is the only thing you want to do, right? And not learning this, finding your way, how can you be of the highest service? You can't. You can't. So you work and you expand your field. You work and you expand your field. You be in your power. There. And it's, even if you're scared, do it anyway. Even if you feel anxiety, do it anyway. Even if you feel your fear of judged or whatever, do it anyway. This is a training. This is your dance. Yes. Yes. This is how you will connect with your new clients. This is how your new customers and clients can connect with you. This is how they will find you. Yes. 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 Beautiful. Beautiful. You got it. And we're here to help. And if whatever comes up, you can share it in our group. This is a training. This is how we are. Start walking, sharing, moving. Yeah. And everyone here are also here to support, assist. So you can, like post it or what you say, forward it into our group so we can see and let's us inspire each other. Yeah. And remember to write as no one is seeing your posts. And don't forget, call to action. Call to action in the end of the post. When you write something, you also always sign with your name. Always. And on some posts, you also end with a call to action, so that those that reading it, they want to know more. They can, and you write like, if you want a link to sign up, if you want to more, write blah blah in the comments, drop a heart in the comments, send me a DM, direct message, or whatever you want. You want, to start engagement. Okay. Yes. So Tuesday, we are diving deeper into the posts that you have written and done and created, so you can repurpose and reuse them. Yeah. Thank you so much, each and everyone, for today. Wishing you the most beautiful weekend. See you on Tuesday and before in our group. So much love. Bye for now.